Cynthia Nixon has wrapped her scenes for the highly anticipated Sex and the City revival, and just like that, Nixon, who plays lawyer Miranda Hobbs on the show, shared the news on Monday when she took to Instagram, where she has 1 million followers. It is not known if her co-stars Sarah Jessica Parker, who plays Carrie Bradshaw, or Kristen Davis, who stars as Charlotte York, have finished their scenes for the HBO show. And just like that, it's a wrap, began the actress. For the very late final night of shooting had to send off this A+ cast and crew in style and with that nightclub coffee in hand. Coffee, she then added, "I'm so grateful and in awe of what our incredible crew accomplished. My thanks to each and every one of you." Hart and Nixon also noted, "I also want to give it up for the badass team that helped me become Miranda every day for AJLT and some ever since SAT. Zoom into our matching aviator wear to see the words that inspired the Miranda unit for this next chapter. The countdown to Thursday's premiere is on." Cynthia posed in a shiny army green bomber jacket with her light grey hair worn in a short, wavy bob. She added large hoop earrings. She was seen with 4 other women as they sat at a lunch bench, then posed outside, revealing the front and back of their jackets. The former politician was also seen outside stage 15 as she smiled for the camera in her close-up. This comes after first official teaser for the show was released, along with the first official poster showing Sarah Jessica Parker as writer and fashion icon Carrie Bradshaw. Also seen was Nixon and Kristen Davis as hopeless romantic Charlotte York. In a nod to the saucy tone of the original show, the shock factor is certainly in place, as Carrie, who gets steamy with her husband Mr. Big in the clip, is seen in a radio interview in which she is asked about if she'd ever masturbated in public, to which the shopaholic cheekily responds, "Not since Barney's clothes." Elsewhere, Miranda drapes her arm around her husband Steve Brady, despite question marks over their relationship status, while Charlotte instructs her husband Harry to bring his A-game to a dinner party. The trio are continuing their dramatic, hectic lives in New York City, but this time without Kim Cattrall, who played their pal Samantha Jones in the SAT series and 2 movies before she signed off for good. The theme of the long clip is the more things change, the more they stay the same, as Sarah's fashion queen character is heard saying in voiceover, "And just like that, after all the years and all the changes, you're still you." The trailer opens with a bird's eye view of New York City's cityscape with Central Park. The ladies are all seen together in their loud, fun fashion as they seem to be closer friends than ever after all these decades. The women wait for the hostess at an upscale restaurant. When they are told their table is ready, they become ecstatic for another gab session that fans have come to know well from SAT. In her nostalgic voiceover, Carrie says, "The more I live, the more that I found that if you have good friends in your corner, anything is possible. The future is unwritten because we are all at different stages in our life." In one of the saucier moments, Carrie is asked during a podcast interview if she had ever masturbated in a public place, to which she quipped, "Not since Barney's closed," which gets laughs from the hosts. Next, she is seen in a beige dress and 2 purses worn crossbody style as she walks into her NYC home saying, "Oh honey, I'm home." Big, played by Chris Noth, is in the kitchen as he opens a bottle of wine and smiles lovingly at his wife. Just one of many callbacks to the original series comes when Big says, "I remember when you kept your sweaters in the stove," with the nod being a reference to a Carrie quote about the lack of use of her kitchen. The intimate moment between Carrie and Big will only spark further questions over the state of their relationship, after Sarah was spotted filming and locking lips with John Tenney in October. Charlotte and her husband Harry, played by Evan Handler, beam with happiness as they watch their daughter Lily's piano recital beside daughter Rose. They are also seen holding hands as they walk down a hallway after they are seen entering a party together. Nixon is at dinner with a female pal as she says, "There always is going to be roads not taken." Her friend says, "So you can't have it all," as she shrugs. Miranda responds, "No you can, it's just really hard," as they both laugh in what looks to be a flirty date. A new chapter begins, it says on the screen. And just like that, and after all the years and all the changes, you're still you, says Carrie as she wears a silk negligee while looking over her designer shoe collection. Hello lovers, she tells her high heels as they are placed lovingly on shelves in her 2x4 massive walk-in closet. The quote comes from 2002's Season 4 Episode 18, in which Carrie peers at a pair of Christian Louboutin heels ahead of a date with Big and utters, "Hello lover." The closet in question is what Big built for her in their dream apartment from the first movie of the film, while Carrie is also seen in her closet in her original apartment. The debut date for the series was also shared. The show will kick off on Max and Sky Comedy on December 9th. There will be a total of 10 episodes of And Just Like That. Also on the show will be Bridget Moynihan, Evan Handler, Sarah Ramirez, Sarita Chowdhury, Karen Pittman, Mario Cantoni, David Eigenberg, and Nicole Parker. Also seen was the late Willie Garson, who passed away in September. In the teaser that was shared on November 12, many of the cast members are seen. Parker provides the voiceover for the trailer, saying, "They say some things never change, but the truth is life is full of surprises." Then the beauty shares that there is a new chapter to focus on. And as your story unfolds, the city reinvents itself, and just like that a new chapter begins, said Parker. The women are also seen juggling their careers and friendship with their roles as mothers. Miranda can be seen sharing a touching moment with her family as she embraces her son Brady and husband Steve Brady. However, there is one member of the SAT cast notably missing from this new series, Kim Cattrall, who played fellow bestie Samantha Jones. Cattrall famously refused to reprise her role for a third movie, and though she was allegedly the reason for the cancellation of the third film, it is unclear if she was ever invited to be a part of the latest HBO Max series. In the 2018 podcast Origins, showrunner Michael Patrick King spoke about how plans for a third movie fell apart after years-long resentment from Cattrall over Sarah Jessica Parker getting paid more than the others. The show doesn't exist if Sarah Jessica wasn't the blonde star of the show, that's no. 1, King said. Kim was not at the height of her career, Kristen was under her in terms of notability, Cynthia was a theater actress, and their contracts reflected that status. Filming on the series has forward, despite the notable absence of the sex-positive character, and the stars have been frequently spotted working on the show around New York in recent days. Parker told Vanity Fair this year that there is so much up in the air for the ladies. "I think that Cynthia, Kristen, and I are all excited about the time that has passed. You know, who are they in this world now? Have they adapted? What part have they played? Where have they fallen short as women, as friends, and how are they finding their way? Did they move with momentum? Are they like some people who are confused, threatened, nervous, by what's happening in the world? I'm so curious and excited to see how the writers imagine these women today. The original series was created by Darren Star and based on characters from Candace Bushnell's 1996 book of the same title. The series ran for 6 seasons between 1998 and 2004. And it led to 2 movies as well. There is also the prequel series The Carrie Diaries starring Anna Sophia Robb, which aired from 2013 until 2014.